is going on, people of Falcon Falls? Today we are joined, obviously, with political analyst in Mayor of Hillsborough, ReaperRevenant, and with one of the gubernatorial candidates, EasternRBLX. And as you saw last night, there was a very, very interesting debate between the three candidates. Obviously, Orange was thrown out. And yeah, Eastern, obviously, you had a really uh fair performance. How do you think you did in that debate last night?
I think I did. I think I was all right in the debate. I mean, I could have had better points. There's certainly questions I could have answered better. Um, but I think overall I did pretty good. Feel pretty confident.
Yeah, I think obviously you had a great debate, and obviously we haven't seen much of you in the public eye much. You've been more, I wouldn't say hidden, but you have been more reserved in your campaign style. How do you think that's going to affect you later down the line and later down in the polls?
I haven't been able to do a lot of things in game, like hold rallies and stuff like that. Due to like personal problems. But I don't think it should be. I don't think it should have too much of an effect on the campaign. Um, I've been encouraging Cameron to hold rallies and Q&As for us. I mean, essentially, it shouldn't really. I don't believe it should really hurt the campaign. I mean, maybe yeah, it'll. We won't be as known as the other candidates, but we're definitely working as hard and doing as much work as them.
Yeah, do you have anything to add, Reaper?
Now, I would like to comment on the debate last night. So, I don't know if you may or may not have heard my opinions on your responses, but I think it was more of a cookie cutter style. And I think a lot of the candidates did that. It was just standard answers. Everyone knew what you were going to say before you even said it. Now, how do you feel about that?
Um, I feel like I also heard you guys saying that me and Orange just did a lot of saying or like a lot of agreeing with Maple, which is true. I mean, we do have a lot of the same ideas. Um, but I mean, I think if we were to be asked the questions first, I mean, Maple got a lot of the questions first, and I mean, we had to say we agreed with him. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it's fair that you guys saying like we just said that out of like not knowing what to say.
Oh,
But oh
no, continue.
yeah, I mean, not to show hate or anything, but
Okay.
that's
Can I comment?
you sure can.
So you just said, and I quote, it was because we didn't know what we were going to say, end quote. Now, am I correct by
I
quoting that?
I do not think
No,
I said that.
you do not think you said that? We'll roll it back. But I think if you did say that, can we get a rollback?
Like not knowing what to say.
Yeah, we got it right now on the crew.
Okay,
Can we
well,
get a
if I did,
rollback?
if okay, well, let's not do that now. If
We'll
I
do
did
that in
say
post
that, it was
production.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah, and obviously, I do agree with Reaper. They were obviously somewhat cookie cutter answers. You were not as bad as your opponent, obviously, uh, but your opponent in orange. But the only issue we have with that is that you should have your own statements, and obviously you three are obviously not against each other personally, but you are against each other
Your
in
opponent.
campaigns, and I feel like if you keep agreeing with your opponent, it's going to make people want to go to your opponent because it shows that everyone agrees with them.
Let
Don't
me
you
answer
agree?
on
Doesn't
that.
that make sense?
Let me add on to that. Okay, so to explain further from my colleague here, actually just the deputy director, um, I think in a gubernatorial election, so the leader of the state, the proactive one, the one that wants to get shit done, censor that out if you must. Um, it is because people want someone who can stand up for themselves and know what they're doing, and they want someone power. They want someone confident, not cocky like Orange here. I don't mean to bash him or defame him, but Orange has gotten cocky. He has weak responses. He did not plan for the debate. I bet he probably planned it a minute before. And from the it's due to his members. So that's cockiness. Confidence is able to answer a question clearly, responsively, and quickly. Okay, and I get it. Some people have thinking problems and they need a little bit longer to think. But do you agree with me that a governor needs to be strong-minded, strong-opinioned, able to compromise, but know what he wants? Do you agree with that? Yes or no?
I do agree with that. However, um, I think that what you guys are saying is, I mean, during the debate, I think a lot of us, I think us three candidates, we have a lot of the same ideas. I mean, we all want to rebuild commerce, to get foreign relations up to standard, and rebuild the judicial system. But we all have different ways of executing it. It's not about us having, or like us copying each other's ideas. It's just us all knowing what the state needs. That's my opinion. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I can't speak for Orange, or because I mean, a lot of what Orange said. I mean, not to defame him or whatever. A lot of what he said was saying like, yeah, like yeah, Maple or stuff like that.
And there's something that we want to get your take on. Obviously, last night, if you heard, there was an assassination attempt on your opponent, Sergeant Maple Bacon. Well, after that attempt happened, the assailant said, "Orange Bear sends his regards." Do you think that was somebody trying to frame Orange Bear, or do you think Orange Bear would do something of the sort?
I mean, I don't really want to point any fingers, uh, but I mean, whoever did that, I mean, clearly is probably a supporter of Orange. Whether or not they were sent by him. Um, I mean, it's just terrible that that happens. I mean, candidates should just be able to campaign on their own, campaign peacefully. I mean, all of us candidates. I mean, we're all um, well, I wouldn't say we're all good friends. I mean, I'm good friends with both of them. I'm not sure about them too, but personally, I don't want to point fingers. But I mean, it's clear that that person was one of Orange's supporters.
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, Orange had a very weak performance, as we've said. You and Sergeant had a bit of clashing going on in the debate. What? How do you feel that that went when he directly asked you specific questions? Because I remember at one point you seemed almost fed up, and Sergeant actually apologized for asking another question. What? How did you feel when you kept being barraged with questions from Senator Maple?
Well, I just want to clear this up. I mean, I wasn't really fed up. I was just joking around. But I mean, yeah, we did ask each other a lot of questions. I mean, it's just part of the campaign to, you know, to to bring things to light, to have them be able to answer this question, or to not answer it if they can't.
And also, how do you feel that the Attorney General's performance was? Do you think he did a good job as the moderator of the debate?
Um, I mean, yeah, I mean, this is the first gubernatorial debate that I've ever taken part in. I mean, I've moderated one before. I'd say Alex did a pretty good job doing that.
And what are your thoughts on him removing Orange from the debate stage?
Well, Orange was, I mean, he was being very unprofessional, just very like rude to Alex in general. Um, so I mean, I respect Alex's decision to do that. I don't know if I would have done it myself, but it is what it is.
And Reaper, do you have anything you want to add to that?
I would. Okay, so how do you feel the public's opinion has changed of you now, and the candidates in general?
Well, I think before the debate, I think Orange was actually, I think Orange was really a front runner in the campaign. But I think that may have changed now. I mean, the debate, I'm going to be honest, his performance wasn't that good compared to Maple or to mine, really. Um, I think that I was, me not doing public appearances and showing my face a lot in public. I think that I was really waiting for this debate to happen so that I could really so people can get to know like how I will serve as governor if elected, and just generally what kind of person I am.
Yeah. Obviously, you did do well. I mean, obviously, nobody could not see how well you did in last night's debate. Um, but Sergeant, obviously, he was a very good debater. He was very well poised, and do you think that that is going to lead more support for his campaign and lead you and Orange into dust? Do you think that's something that's going to happen?
Well, I don't really want to. I don't want to bring that conclusion yet. I think that he did do very well in the debate. Probably he performed the best out of all of us, which is good for his
So you're
campaign.
saying that he won? Do you think, in your opinion, that he was
Um,
the leading party in this debate?
well, from the wise words of one of the political analysts at FFNN, no one ever wins. No one ever wins a debate. So,
Yes, I said
uh,
that, but there is also a clear front runner. I never said there was not a clear front runner.
well, I think he was more active in asking questions to Orange and myself, and I was more just letting it play out. Um, I believe we probably did the same, uh, did more or less the same performance wise.
Okay.
But
Oh, go ahead. Is that it?
yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Obviously, there is going to be a front runner after the debate, and we will be releasing polls after the debate. Well, by now we probably already have them released. Do you think that that Orange's performance in that debate is going to cause him to lose followers and cause them to go to either your side or Senator Maple's side?
I do think so. Yeah, I think that a lot of people from the beginning they supported Orange because he was a very active person, campaigning and doing things for his campaign in general. But I do think that this performance will, cause a lot of people to either support Maple or me.
Mm-hmm.
One
Yeah.
more
Anything?
question.
Oh. Okay.
Yep.
I was just about to
Um.
ask you for a question.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yes.
What is your new approach and or agenda after this debate? What are you going to change in your political approach and your campaign in general?
Well, I'm going to be completely honest. I feel like this campaign is more or less now between Maple and me. I mean, I don't want to cut Orange out of it, but I feel like me and Maple will now become the front runners for the campaign.
That's not answering my question, sir. I said, what do you think you're going to change in your campaign after this debate?
Okay, yeah, sorry, I was just about to get to that. Um, I will. I'm going to become more active in my campaign. Before I wasn't quite able to, but I'm going to, campaign more, reach out to more people. Um, I've started talking to people about cabinet positions. Um, I've also started talking to my lieutenant governor pick, Cameron, so that he can also become more active in campaigning.
All right. Well, we thank you for coming on the show, Eastern. Always a pleasure to talk to you. And obviously, political analyst to the ReaperRevenant. Always good to have you on the show.
It's
Well,
always great.
Yeah, so that's gonna do it for today. Yeah, be sure to tune in to Falcon Falls News Network to be the number one trusted name in news. And don't forget, Lieutenant Governor debate on Friday night at 6 o'clock p.m. CST, 7 o'clock p.m. EST. Coverage will begin 10 minutes before. Have a great day.